Hey everybody, Joe Joseph here for thedailysheeple.com, and this is your news shot. CNBC is highlighting just how bad the job market is going to be in the very near future. I'm not talking about 10 years from now, 20 years from now. I'm talking about months, maybe a year, maybe two, but definitely within the next 5, you're going to see a major change in the labor market due to the widespread implementation of AI and advanced robotics that's going to totally revolutionize the way that we see and how we survive as human beings. We cannot continue to go on this archaic model of human labor for money, because human labor will be obsolete due to this implementation of technology. Now, we can do it right and change the way that we conduct business or commerce in the world, or we keep it going the same way we're doing, and it's just going to end up being a train wreck of biblical proportions. It says here, researchers at Oxford University estimate that 47% of U.S. jobs could be replaced by robots, automated technology, and artificial intelligence. They say within the next 20 years. I say it's much sooner than that. Much sooner than that. When you talk about 47% of all U.S. jobs, perhaps the next 20 years. But there's one company that says that's not the case. That's Deutsche Bank CEO. He suggests, again, that AI could replace half of the company's 97,000 employees. Half. I mean, you're talking unbelievable resources that would be put in place to implement that, but instant payback. Instant payback. Elon Musk told the National Governors Association, quote, "There certainly will be job disruption, because what's going to happen is robots will be able to do everything better than us." Musk even went so far as to say that AI is a fundamental risk to the existence of human civilization, something that Stephen Hawking also came out and said the same thing. He said we should be getting every child that possibly can into space exploration, into traveling to set up another civilization, another planet, because of what's going to happen on planet Earth. I mean, we're kind of our own worst enemy, if you will. And we are going to self-destruct. On the one hand, because of apathy by us, the common folk, but through ambition of the powers that shouldn't be, of these control freaks. Now, John Cryan, he's the CEO of Deutsche Bank. He said this about the current state of Deutsche Bank. Quote, "We're too manual, which can make you error prone, and it makes you inefficient." He said there's a lot of machine learning and mechanization that we can do. Now, he's not just speculating, because in 2015, folks, Deutsche Bank announced that it planned to eliminate 9,000 of its positions as part of a 5-year restructuring plan. So far, 4,000 have been cut. And technology, he says, will allow for Deutsche to compete and complete not only these cuts, but more. And when asked about the specific number of employees at risk being replaced, he told Laura Noonan over at the Financial Times it would be a big number. And of course it will, especially when you talk about a services industry like Wall Street, financial sector. You're not talking about robots doing manual things a la pick up this box, put it on a pallet, take the pallet, bring it to the truck. It's not like that. You're talking about making financial transactions, all of which are done via a computer now. You know, so if you employ, say, a quantum computer, which is absolutely the best avenue for the financial sector to go, only because that deals with probabilities, and Wall Street is built upon probability. It's all about risk. It's no different than gambling in Las Vegas, only I would have to say Wall Street is much more rigged than Las Vegas. So, same concept, though. It's how you play the risk game. And because quantum computers are so efficient with probabilities, I mean, you're talking about revolutionizing the way that these banks compete. And now they know it, and they're all racing to deploy this technology as fast as possible to shave as many nanoseconds off each transaction as fast as possible to get that competitive edge, albeit slight, over their opponent. And you will be on the losing end of that. It's just the way it is. It always has been that way. It always will be that way. You see, folks, the people down in Mordor in Washington, D.C., they don't care about you as much as they say they do. Oh, they can speak a good game. But at the end of the day, it's all about their job security and their family first. It's not about you. Just like doctors today. If you look at many doctors out there, a lot of them don't take the Hippocratic Oath anymore because A, they don't have to, and B, why? Why take an oath like that and put myself at risk of, having to put them in front of my family? I can't do that. Everything's all drone-like, procedural, process-driven. The personal touch is taken out of everything. I mean, this is where we're going. Look at human behavior over the last 100, 150 years. We've become machine-like ourselves. And then when we go and we create our own life, albeit synthetic, we model it after what we want as a machine, because that's what we've become, little automatons. And that's not the way we were designed, folks. We were designed with free will. We were designed as sovereign human beings, not part of a society, not part of a machine or a collective, just as individuals with individual human rights. And unfortunately, folks, or fortunately, depending on how it plays out, we could make this a good thing or a very bad thing. Time will tell. I'm Joe Joseph. This was thedailysheeple.com's News Shot. Feel free to comment below and visit our website at thedailysheeple.com. #WakeTheFlockUp. Have a great day.